So I'm sitting here in the deep dark, just playing Mortal Kombat while listening to the soothing sound of Moist Critical tell us of his greatest and latest story. That story is about a streamer who was cooking on stream and started a grease fire and failed to put it out. Basically, this one Twitch streamer girl who she wanted to stream her cooking while in lingerie. You can probably guess how many viewers that got, especially nowadays. And she managed to start a grease fire. I personally, I don't even know how you managed to do that. She was trying to fry cucumbers. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you frying cucumbers? Maybe some people have eaten fried cucumbers before, or maybe not. I don't know. I've never heard of fried cucumbers, and personally, I feel like that frying and cucumbers should not go together. That's just my personal opinion. But I find it so baffling, so goofy that someone managed to start a fire and she failed to stop it in a horrible way. I mean, yeah, she did stop it eventually. And the house is fine. The most damage is really just the above area right above where her stove was. That's probably the most damage that was done throughout the house or the apartment, wherever the fuck she was living in. And apparently, it was also not the first time she's done something like that. There was another time where she had a fire going, and she tried to stop it by dunking it in the sink full of water. And grease and water do not mix well at all. So when that didn't go as planned, she had to. I don't even remember, but it just didn't go to plan. Took her way more effort to put that fire out. Same as with the one that happened. This instance that Critical was talking about, this happened last night apparently, which is fucking wild. And I'm surprised that they managed to be that lucky to not know how to stop a fire twice, but still managed to stop one before it got catastrophic. The first sorry, when she stops the fire on the instance that Moist Critical was talking about, it was an accident, like completely. It was all an accident, and she did it by smacking the pan down. Fire went out. I don't know how that even happened, and I'm not even sure if I'm analyzing that properly. I only saw it for so much, and then I got my ass kicked on Mortal Kombat again. But that's wild, and it didn't even seem like they had a fire extinguisher ready inside of their apartment, which was a bit concerning. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. Even if there was a fire extinguisher present, I'm not sure the girl and the guy would be able to use it properly. I'm not gonna lie. But whatever. At least no one got hurt. Place wasn't that damaged, and I might or might not have heard. Don't quote me on it. Might have heard that they might be getting removed from that apartment since they started a fire twice and they damaged the property that they're renting out, because they definitely do not own it. But it's whatever. Just thought I'd bring light to that situation because of how baffling it is that you can just start a grease fire on stream. I'm a little more surprised that she was streaming in lingerie, but then again, I'm not, because this was over Twitch, and we know how lenient they are towards female streamers, especially. All those damn fucking Twitch mods simping away at females that they know deep down they can never get, but they try to get just by being their mods. It's a sad position, honestly. I don't even know why the fuck they even bother. They could just go out into the real world, maybe touch a little bit of grass, just a little. But yeah, grease fire. Strange shit. I guess anyone that saw that video, they should probably take some notes on how to not start a grease fire or how to not fuck up stopping a grease fire. Because a grease fire is not like a normal fire. Because you pour that on the ground, the fire will still keep going, and it's going to spread wherever the grease is. And if you put it on water, it's just going to make it explode. Because when you mix water and grease, it's just never good. I don't really necessarily know the exact chemical or scientific reason for it. All I know is that the first time I learned that lesson was when I was working at the fryer in my job, and um, one of my coworkers held an ice cube up to my face, and he was kind of like flicking them at other people. He had one, he aimed at me, and I said, "Throw in the fryer, you won't," because I saw that one Instagram video of a dude filling an entire fryer basket with ice. He threw it, and it took one ice cube to essentially have the entire vat bubbling. Luckily, it didn't get to the point where it escaped out of the fryer or damaged anyone, but it was bubbling, like mad bubbling, just from one ice cube. And that was fucking wild to me. I didn't know it could have done that much damage just for one little ice cube. But yeah, I guess shit happens like that. Makes me, ever since that I saw that ice cube almost like get a couple of drops of oil on my arm and kind of stung a bit. But after I saw that, I've been extremely more careful when managing ice around the fryer. Now, granted, it's not it's kind of hard to keep any ice out of the grease when you have frozen fries, especially if said frozen fries have accumulated little ice sparkles. But those little ice sparkles, they don't do that much. They never did as much damage as that singular ice cube. Like, I can have like fries with all the little snowflakes covering almost every single one. But it made a louder noise, but it wasn't, damaging, and it never jumped out and hit anybody. But that ice cube, that was the big problem, apparently. I guess maybe if it's like available in a bigger concentration is when it's the big problem. But it goes to show, don't try to cool off any grease fire. I mean, not every fire can be stopped by chucking ice. If anything, I don't think any like massive fire can be stopped by chucking like ice or water for that instance. Like, yeah, yes, water's supposed to extinguish it, but if anything, I think the only water that can extinguish fire is the type of water that you see coming out of the fire hydrants for the firefighters to use, and they should be the only ones who know how to fucking use those, because they know how to put that shit out. They've been trained to put that shit out. Now, I will say, maybe those people should have locked in when learning about fire and safety. The ones in the Twitch stream. I mean, that's just my opinion. And yeah, it's fucking nuts. Anyway, that's all I had to rant about. Hope y'all are interested in hearing that. If not, shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. I'm playing with y'all. Good night.